Hedera Hbar. So we have a major project that will be built on Hedera. We're going to be taking a look at this piece of news today. We're also going to be having a look at another recent partnership that we saw, especially if you missed it for yesterday. And we'll be looking at the numbers of the mainnet for Hedera. Leemon Baird is going to be talking about what he's excited about for the future of Hedera. And I've got a few other things for you, and of course the price action of HBAR and Source token today. All I ask from you are two things, which is to smash that like button and to subscribe to the channel as well. So the first bit of big news that is coming in for today is Rahman. Now this guy is basically featured in films, and he is also a big musician. He's very famous actually, and he has 8 million followers on Instagram. Not only that, on his X page he has 24.4 million followers, and so he has a large social following, right? Now he is building on Hedera, and you'll see over here on his post just 20 hours ago, he posted there are 6 new stars in the sky, a new voyage begins, built on Hedera and fueled by HBAR and Web3. Join me on our mission to the secret mountain. Stay tuned for more on February the 14th.
Hey, I'm Luna. Let me tell you a story. Like most of us, I've been wandering the jungles of instant gratification, dooms of scrolling, searching for something always exciting, hoping to fill the void. The search for the meaning of my existence never ceased. Have you ever wondered what would happen if you could escape your reality? Here's what happened to me.
I mean, that video is definitely eye-catching, and even you can see over here, they look like real humans, but they definitely aren't. It's probably to do with AI, but that's how realistic it is. Now, if we have a look at the original post, it has 117,000 views. Again, it was only posted yesterday. Quite a lot of volume though in just a short amount of time. And so the main thing is that it is being built on Hedera. This is another use case that we have for us again, and the reason as to why Hedera's technology is being chosen rather than other DLTs out there. And so we've got another one in the bag. Over here we have Leemon Baird that is going to be talking about what he is excited for in terms of the community and about the future of Hedera as well.
But before we wrap, I want to ask, what makes you the most excited about the future of Hedera and its community? Like, what are you most proud of?
Okay, I am extremely proud of our community. The H-Barbarians, the people that are just so fantastic. I love it. I love what you're doing. I just really get excited about the ground roots community building this. And that goes along with seeing actual real-world mainstream adoption of this. We've been waiting so many years for this, and we're seeing it happening, and it is just gratifying. The one thing I'm excited about is those two things. Just this fantastic community we have, and the way that it's actually changing the world.
Which, to be honest with you, are very two important factors. We've got to have the community. I mean, so far the community has been pretty well, you know, with a lot of things that we are seeing. Everyone has been pretty much positive and forward thinking when it comes to Hedera. We've seen a lot of updates as well happening on social media, so we are also getting that too. And I think that the community is just not feeling left behind or out of the picture when it comes to Hedera, because they're constantly updating us with this mainstream adoption that they are doing, right? We are seeing these partnerships, this real world utility all happening and basically forming, right? They are molding it all together. And I think that's the reason as to why Hedera's community is also so positive, because we believe in the DLT, so we believe in that technology, and we believe the benefits that it can provide for the real world in general and how it can actually solve problems. And I think that is what is the main thing as to why it is gratifying for Leemon Baird to see. And so yeah, let's just keep this up within the HBAR community with all of the positivity. And then we have over here the recent partnership with Hashgraph Association and the Saudi Ministry of Investment. Now this piece of news did come out yesterday, and I'm only going to talk a little bit about it because I already covered it in my previous video, but it is part of that 250 million deal for Web3 and deep tech development. They're basically going to be creating a deep tech venture studio where Hashgraph Association is the one that will essentially be having the majority of the control of that. And it is part of the 5-year agreement. Now $200 million of that is going to be invested by the Saudi Ministry of Investment, and then the other 50 million is going to be coming from the Hashgraph Association. And what it is for is essentially to advance technologies in the fintech sector, promoting technological advancement and innovation in financial services, and it's mainly to do within that region first before they then go on to an international stance. So it's pretty good stuff that they have chosen Hashgraph Association to do this, and it's a long contract, 5 years, and so that'll roughly be lasting up until 2029. we have over here coming from Hedera that they have now announced a Hedera for Developers X page. So if you are a developer, you should definitely give them a follow, because it's going to give you a format basis where you have quick and easy access to technical resources that make life and work easier for dApp builders. So we have over here some bits and pieces of learn the basics about Hedera and why Hedera, but also for the developers of setting up your environment of the testnet access, environment setup and SDKs, creating an account, submit your first transaction and query the ledger, the Hedera network services, your smart contracts token service, consensus service, migration to Hedera, and also developer tools and integrations. Everything is pretty much all here within those links, and so it's going to be very easy for you as a developer to navigate that, and you're not going to be left behind. And so I think it's actually quite good that they have now created this X page, and this is where it is so you can join. Over here we have the news about the Hedera mainnet. Now it has currently achieved about 40 billion transactions. I think it only took about 1 or 2 days to reach that, because on Tuesday we were roughly at around about that 38.7 billion. So nice work over here. Of course, our next goal is going to be 50 billion in the long term, but in the short term it will be 45 billion transactions. We've come a really far way in terms of the mainnet, and I think for the testnet right now we are sitting at 7 million transactions. Good stuff from here. For the hackathon, we do have the results. Now, it was in Tunisia, and you'll see over here we have Digiland, which developed a service certifying land and real estate properties for Africa on Hedera, aiming to combat fraud and enhance the security of private property, and so essentially protecting the owner's rights in terms of the properties, so there's no sort of fraud in who owns what. Africare, we have introduced a service empowering African people to control their medical data through a Hedera identity wallet, and that's pretty good, because when it comes to the health records and medical data, you want to be able to understand your own personal records, and through this wallet. And Aqua, we have presented a DeFi lending protocol designed for African communities, contributing to financial inclusion, which of course is a very main factor. And you can see over here we have the winners. We have over here from saucerswap's lab the buyback optimization announcement, and so they are now announcing the optimization of source buyback system integral to single-sided staking rewards, now including previously excluded pools. And today the protocol completed a buyback of 889,789.71 source tokens, equal to 74,317.43. And so obviously this is great, because it essentially means that the rewards will be going to the liquidity pool providers and as well as the stakers. The price action for source today, as you can see, we are currently trading at 0.08303. We are down by 5.07% on the 1 day chart, but that definitely doesn't concern me, because we are still doing pretty good. On the volume, we are up by 165.75%, and we're trading at 2.03 million. Now, you'll see over here in the earlier hours of the morning, we were basically trading at 0.08385, and this is where the price action actually went on a downward trend. So yesterday we were at 0.0877. We were pretty high, right, just below the 9 cent mark, but then we came all the way to 0.08368, and we took another dip over here to 0.08179. Now we have actually come back up ever since then, but on the 7-day chart we are only down by 0.39%. This is where we had that massive spike. So on the 6th of February, we were at 0.08373. And then in the later part of the day, we went to 0.09065. We took a dip to 0.08763. And then actually we climbed back up all the way to 0.09063. So we hit 9 cents twice quite nicely. We've come back down, but still Source is at a pretty good price action. So it's not like as if I'm disappointed with it. Let's see though if it is able to remain within the mid-range of 8 cents. And if not, we could potentially see it retrace back to 8 cents. For the price action of HBAR coin today, we're currently trading at 0.0764. We're doing quite nicely. We're in the green. On the 1 day chart, we are up by 4.8%. And you'll see if in the early hours of the morning, we were trading at 0.0763. On the 1 week chart, we are up by 11.3%. It's been a great week so far. I mean, we were below that 7 cent level for quite some time. On the 1st of February at 0.0696, but on the 5th of February at 0.0682, just pretty much needed a bit more of a push to 7 cents. On the 6th of February, we finally hit 0.0703, and then we actually hit the mid-range of 7 cents just yesterday at 0.0752. So now we have climbed up ever so higher. The question remains, if we are able to actually hit 8 cents by the end of today, maybe we might see somewhat of a bit of a pullback, but I definitely want to see HBAR coin get to the mid-range of 7 cents and find some support there. And on the 1 month chart, we are down by 5.7%, but let's see how we perform in the next couple of days. Guys, if you want daily Hedera HBAR coin news, subscribe to the channel and like the video as well.